This is Robert with Farm Bureau's Grain Division bringing you the Merchandiser Minute for Friday, March 22nd, 2019, at the end of a pretty quiet week as far as trading volume in Chicago as the market bides its time for the March 29th acre report. A lot of attention, and rightly so, was given to the producers and the communities in need in the Missouri River Basin. The devastating flooding out there is just going to be a long time healing for those communities, and we'll watch that play out in the coming weeks, but our thoughts and our prayers are certainly with those communities there. We got a lot of news this week about African swine fever. Again, we've been talking about this since August in China. China has been buying substantial amounts of pork from the U.S. It's nice to see that demand picking up, and we did see lean hog futures go limit up twice this week. If you want to look at a really cool, encouraging chart, pull that up on your quote screen and look at April lean hogs. The USDA confirms a 300,000 metric ton, or about 12 million bushel, corn purchase. China buying corn from the U.S., that's a big deal. That helped the rally this week that we saw, the slight quiet rally in corn. We were up 4 cents for the week in corn futures. The export sales this week were disappointing for beans and for wheat. They were as expected for corn, but remember, if you look week over week, the U.S. is starting to lose some of the world's corn business as the Ukraine and Argentina, as their corn supplies come more competitive and are beating us out. If we look this week too, President Bolsonaro of Brazil was in Washington and talked with President Trump a lot about agriculture, a lot about trade. They agreed to be buying some non-tariff wheat, 750,000 metric tons of U.S. wheat to go to Brazil. Argentina didn't like that one bit. We've agreed to send a delegation down there to look at how they are grading and managing their beef supplies, maybe to get some Brazilian beef back into the U.S. market. The Federal Reserve did meet this week. They said no interest rate hikes in 2019 and only one in 2020. That's very important. NOAA released its much anticipated 30 and 90-day weather outlook. Find that report on their website or on social media. You want to appreciate that. Weather is still near ideal in South America. They're about 65% harvested on their soybeans in Brazil. Corn planters are rolling right behind them. Keep your eye on that next week. And remember, Texas is showing 26% corn planted. And we came into the week with the largest record short position on the Chicago Board of Trade in history. And if you break that down and look at the corn numbers, the managed money speculator was 256,000 and some contracts short on corn. What are we going to do going into next week? We're going to be looking at when that managed money speculator is going to want to cover those shorts and buy those back, and how is that going to affect your futures price. Remember, Friday, March 29th, next Friday, a week from today, we get the planning intentions report. We know that the UK is not going to be exiting from the European Union next Friday. They got an extension until May 22nd. That's important for trade. We do have a delegation going to China next week, top-level delegation Thursday and Friday to talk trade. Look for more news about African swine fever, and look for more news about how many prevented planted acres we're going to get in the Missouri River Basin. Let us help you if we can here at Virginia Farm Bureau. This is Robert Harper. Thank you.